the disadvantage of becoming LPN before RN, like the disadvantage. Okay. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Maureen Obiefule. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Okay, please put on your notification button to be the first person to see my video whenever I upload a video. All right, so on today's video I'm going to talk about cons of becoming an LPN before RN. So let me get my list. So the first on my list is time consuming. All right, so LPN, I feel like LPN, I am an LPN. I feel like LPN, to become an LPN before RN or before transiting to RN is time consuming, in as much as you get your LPN within 1 year. But I'll see it this way: you prepare for the NCLEX, maybe it depends. Some people spend like 2 months, or some people get their license like some people register and pass their license as soon as possible, some 2 months, some 3 months, some even 6 months, okay, before they pass their NCLEX. And the school, before you transition, the school require you to get 500 hours in some cases, especially community college. You get some experience. 500 hours might take you like 3 to 6 months to get, depending on the time you put on your hours, your work hours. Okay, by the time you calculate the times, it takes you already 1 year of getting all those things together, work, prepare your mind before putting on another admission, maybe against next year, making it 2 years again before getting into the program. And all those things take much time again. But if it's an RN, you just 2 years in a row, I feel like those things is time consuming. Like, you wasted all that year. I know it's not so wasted, but the time you're supposed to be on your, by the time you are entering into your RN program, like the bridge program, if it's someone that went straight to the RN, they're already on their finishing line, already finished. Okay, so I feel like that's the one of the reasons. I know everything have advantage, have disadvantage, so that's one of the reason. Or like, I feel like this is the disadvantage of becoming an LPN before RN. All right, so another one on my list is taking NCLEX twice. Preparing for your NCLEX, reading, preparing, watching all those videos on YouTube, taking all your mind, soul, and spirit is in that reading, is preparing for your NCLEX. Like, you are not on yourself. You don't socialize because you are preparing for something. Oh man, like, thinking about taking it twice again is a big deal for me. All right, so I don't know about other people, but for me it's a big deal. And I'm taking the NCLEX twice again, like going through that route again, going through following all the nursing YouTube channels, from testimony, from reading, from teaching, like all those stuff. Going through it again, it breaks my heart. Like, going through NCLEX again, all the exam anxiety. I do have exam fever. My first NCLEX, I do have exam fever when I did it. So all those fears, I feel like it's too much. It's too much. Okay, so all those things, if I think about it, I feel like, oh my gosh, it is too much. So it's better that someone do, like, that's the cause. It's better that I do the RN, like straight 2 years, one NCLEX exam, then I'm done. I'm done with that. So I feel like it's too much. Okay, so another reason or another disadvantage is searching for schools. Okay, so you start all over again, searching for schools, bridge program. In some cases I nearly fall for, like, some of the cases is even where some people will go and look for all these quack schools and buying the fake certificates and all that, because they feel like they are not going to start all over to do all those things. Some people will just get into the all this scam thing, so because they feel like they don't want to go through the stress of school. After all, it's just a few classes to be an RN. Why will I go into all that torture? So some people cannot bear all that. If you know that you can't have all those patients on that, so please simply go for your RN program. I know you have advantage and you also have disadvantage. So that's one of the reason. Okay, and the schools are so competitive, especially the community school where you can have a cheaper rate. So they're so competitive. So all those things, you think about it, you apply for another admission, you don't know you don't know if they're taking you or not. Like, it's so stressful. You're going through all that all again just to get RN, why not using the time to do the RN for 2 years? That's the disadvantage of it. Okay, so another thing on my list is family struggle. Like, being an LPN, you already settled, you're already making your moolah, and you're already making enough money for you and your family. Like, you're supporting on the family stuff, on the bills now, especially when you have kids that, like, especially when you have small children, it's so difficult going back to school again, unless your children are all grown, or you have your mother like staying that stays one place, like she doesn't go out, she takes care of your children, you know or you have someone that living with you that takes care of the kids. Or so all those things, it bothers some people. Like, they feel like, what, I'm not doing that thing right now. I think I'm gonna wait on these children grows up before I start and the RN program again. Yeah, the bridge program. So why not use that time you do the LPN and just finish everything and get over it? So the struggle is real, especially I know when you have family. Is when you're a single person, yeah, you and yourself, you know how to manage things. But you have to, like, I could even remember there is a time I was doing my LPN program. My husband was rushing. He got into traffic. So the traffic was so bad. So I have to take, I don't know who to take my children to. He's already late because I thought he gonna make it that day, and I have exam. I was having even a panic attack that day. I was so angry. So I have to take all my children to school by myself. So my husband had now had to rush down to school, and I was waiting for him inside my car with my keys. Then he now have to rush down the school, and 5 minutes before the exam, he get to the school and we exchange. So the keys got to his own car. Then I rush to the exam hall. So all those things, if I think about it, if you have children, so all these things, why not just do it in 2 years? And after you are enjoying your money, you are enjoying working as a nurse, now you are going back again to struggle about who will bring the children, who will take care of the children when you go to school and all that. So it's so hard. I don't know how to put it, but the struggle is real. Okay, so if you are in this channel and this is what, like, going back to school is so stressful for you, like, we are all in this shoe together. If you can make it, just go for it. But the struggle is real. Okay, so if you can do the RN program straight 2 years, just go for it. But if not, going through like going through the endless twice again, going through the family struggle again, time consuming, you are in your time that you are relaxing and you are working just like that. You are okay with what you have, but the pressure of going back to the school, and now everybody is telling you go back to the school and finish the RN or something, like you want to go further. But if you think about all these things, it's too much. It's too much. So I mean, hanging there, if you want to go back, it's really good to go back, to advance your knowledge. It's really good to go back and advance your knowledge. But I would say this is the disadvantage of becoming LPN before RN. I would prefer to be the RN straight. You struggle all those, take your NCLEX once. But in other ways, we still have advantages of becoming LPN. Okay, so which I'm gonna upload later. Okay, thank you. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Thank you for supporting your guests. See you guys on my next video. Bye.